Welcome back, everybody, to the Paper Mario playthrough. This is part 27, and we're moving on to some crazy side quests. But first, as is the norm with every end of the chapter, time for a message with Peach, with some very sad music this time around. Aww. Peach is very upset. Something needs to be done about this. Perhaps some sort of red-capped plumber should come and save her, real quick. Tee-hee-hee. Alright. We just had to write that out. Uh-oh. Who wants a hug? Oh, Bowser's here for hugging time. Look at him with his arms stretched out. He really wants that hug. He's like, let me see you smile. Give me a hug. Don't be such a pill. Who says that? Man, they really delved into like 1950s slang for this game, for the English adaptation of it. He's history. I'm pretty sure not. Uh-oh, this one. Does it? Oh yeah, that's right. She has her own music, but unfortunately Bowser's trumps it. Can't be heard over Bowser's crazy music. Well now. See, new stuff is happening now that we got all the 7 star spirits. Looks like we're not going to be doing any Metal Gear Princess action this time. Looks like Bowser's just gonna, well, stop this and then get serious, unfortunately. He was so enjoyable when he was comedic, now he's all tying Peach up with rope. Yeah, why, I don't know what he's doing. Gunfetti? Oh, man. Oh, poor Twink. Bye-bye. Let's move, move, move! Go, go, go! Hut, 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 hut. Alright, well, that's the end of that cutscene. And now we go back to the entrance of the Crystal Palace for a little bit of Star Spirit talking. This guy's Kalmar, and I forget what he does. There's the one that does the timeout. Yes, yes. Bring back the Star Rod. Bring peace, Mushroom Kingdom. Save Peach. Got it. Been doing that since part 1 of this playthrough. Praise the stars. Star Pier. Oh, up and oh, that's right. You care. Wait, what? Oh, you can turn them into stars, and then they just go away. I see. I guess that's cool. I don't think you get star points for that, though, but, yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's different. Like an instant win sort of thing. This guy's OP. I think it's the mustache. It's that Chuck Norris mustache. Alright, so now we're getting the heck out of here, eventually. I was gonna say, why did I stop? What happened there? Alrighty then. So no healing necessary. It's just gonna, I think we're just gonna save and then move on. So, you know, I did mention actually, what was it, last part, when I said, oh, you know, I probably should have been reading this stuff about, you know, the boss battles and, you know, like, the information that was on the Mario Wiki on, you know, how to beat him and all that sort of stuff, and, you know, that would be interesting to read. Well, okay, I didn't mean to do that. Well, unfortunately, I looked through all of the final bosses, and there's really not much to read. The only one that actually has something similar to the Crystal Kings is Huff and Puff. So, if I had done it from Chapter 6, then we would have been up to date. So, whatever. Well, in the meantime, while I'm walking back to town, I might as well just go ahead and read a little bit of a Huff and Puff's thing, even though we've already beat him. But, hey, you know, this is interesting. At least I think so. He attacks by body slamming, which does 5 damage. Blowing Wind... does 7 to 2. Oh, that's right. That's the one you have to, like, mega tap. Thunder and Lightning Strikes. That does 12 or 10 damage. My god. When his HP reaches as low as 5, he will begin attacking by creating earthquakes. Oh, that's why he did that. If Huff and Puff is struck by any attacks, he'll spawn several Tough Puffs. Well, we knew that. The number of Tough Puffs is equal to the damage done. Huff and Puff can inhale them to restore HP. Lady Bow and Lackluster, great choices for this thing, since, you know, we can evade the damage and also multi-hit. But Watt is actually, I found this interesting, Watt is useless for this battle because since Huff and Puff will primarily absorb the electricity from Watt's attacks, causing no effect. Neat. Never knew that. I don't recall ever using Watt for that battle, and for God's sake, well, at least I got lucky there. Yeah, so, a little bit, a bit of an update here, you know, we got some updated content. Along the way from town, in between that one place where that Merle whatever guy is, and this, and the town. I can't remember what it's called. Shiver City. Now there's these Gulpit guys, and I'm very upset about that. I don't like them being there. And shooting rocks at me and doing lots of damage. Unbelievable. That's very upsetting. I don't like that. What was that? Oh, Starborn Valley. That's it. Starborn Valley and Shiver City. There we go. It's good to have things go right. And by right, I mean being able to say things that are correct and not incorrect and, you know, sound silly. Alright. Oh, so I might as well just mention this bit. So I didn't cut this part out because there's something interesting after you beat the 7th guy, and then you go to sleep and you wake up here, and wow! There was all these things left on the ground. Like, I know I kind of spammed through that because I was expecting him to just say the generic, you know, Toad House stuff. But, yeah, in a nutshell, he basically says, I took a nap too. When I woke up, there was all these mushrooms on the ground and what seemed like melted ice. Did someone leave all these presents for you? So, I don't know 100% like, you know, where those came from, but if I had to guess, I would imagine it was those snowmen that we gave this the hat and the scarf to, giving us free stuff. I like free stuff. They know me very well, you know, they're like, hey, he likes free stuff. Might as well just give him free stuff. An Ultra Shroom. And for some reason, I decided to buy 2 shooting stars. Now, I didn't quite realize that I already had 2 shooting stars in storage, and I believe I already had 1 on hand. So that's already too many shooting stars to begin with. So, eventually, and I don't remember if I actually put it in this part. I'm looking at the timeline here. I think I do. I think I kind of see something later on. I sell them because it's excessive. I really don't need that many shooting stars. Aside from the fact that, you know, like, I think 2 is really enough in between, like, the times when you can get to trading items out and stuff, or buying new items, or whatever, as well as Starstorm. You know, that also helps, and it does more damage. So, we got tasty action. So we're gonna mix some stuff together and get me some extra inventory space. We're gonna make ourselves a Maple Super and a Jelly Ultra. That was it. Alrighty, and that's, yeah. Look at all those shooting stars I have. That's so many. No, I had 2 on hand. And then I bought another 2. That's really dumb. I don't know what I was thinking. Leave me alone. Alright. So like I said, we're going to be doing some side questing stuff. Going around Toad Town and being awesome and whatnot. So not really getting to the next part of the actual, you know, game, or, you know, the important stuff that we have to do. We're going to talk to Chuck Quizmo and do a quiz. Alright. Is this the same one as last time, the one I got wrong? Yes it is. Yeah, so it's going to be 1. So, you know, I picked 2 the last time, so it couldn't possibly be 3. That'd be excessive and silly. Alright, extra star piece. Woohoo! Look at all those people in the audience. Who do they think they are? They got the Raven. I swear I just saw Luigi on the left there. You know, surprised I never mentioned that before. But, yeah, Luigi turned out into the audience for Mario's debut in game show fame. So, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. I honestly can't even follow along with what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. I think, what? I thought I sold. Did I not sell? I don't even know what's happening. I did something. Alright. Oh, that's right. So, now we got some more Amazy Daisy grinding going on here. Because, you know, those guys are cool. And they give me lots of star points. As well as the level ups. So, I guess I might as well just mention the Tough Puffs, too. What was it? I was actually wrong about one thing. When they attack, all the little Tough Puffs that circle around Huff and Puff, when they come up to attack you, they attack in a manner similar to the Jungle Fuzzies, which basically they HP drain you for 2 damage. He can suck them back up, restoring 1 HP for every small Tough Puff and 2 for every large Tough Puff. And they're automatically defeated when Huff and Puff is destroyed. So yeah, I was under the impression that every single one of the Tough Puffs that are in play, that's how much damage you would take. So, you know, if there was like 8, you would take 8 damage. I mean, it seems like it makes sense, you know, like definitely punishing you for screwing up and having way too many of them on the field, you know? Look at me talking about in play and on the field. It's like I'm talking about some sort of trading card game. Crazy. So yeah, there was a star piece there that I never noticed, but thank you to the I Spy badge for pointing that out to me. What happened here? I didn't cut this part out. Why did I not cut this part out? Okay, that's important. Oh, I remember why, because if I walk straight to the right, well, you know, there was a star piece right there that whole time. Silly me. Alright, so what is this? The 3rd Amazy Daisy so far in this part? I believe so. Making short work of them, you know? Just, taking them to school. Making easy work of them. I know just how to deal with them. Take them out quick. And, make sure they don't run away or hit me. Alright, another level up. So, BP this time. So, we did FP last time. I see. Gotta love this super speeding. You know, the magic of video editing. Making things nice and simple. So I can just kind of commentate along with these battles, and, you know, they won't drag on forever, and I'll just run out of stuff to say. Just knocking out these amazing daisies. And, Watt helping, too. Store. Going to the store with Watt. Alright. Man, I'm telling you, like, it just seems like some enemies, aside from the bosses, just are a lot harder to power bounce on than others. Also, what was that, the last one? I did HP, I believe? God, I cut it out so quickly that you can barely see it. And went over this way and found myself another star piece. And then we can go over to the badge shop, because there were a number of badges that I wanted to buy. First of which being damage dodge, because there are 2 that you can get in the game. And they do stack on top of each other, so if you have 2 damage dodges on top, or equipped at the same time, and you do a damage dodge, then you'll actually take 2 less damage instead of 1. Then, of course, was the All or Nothing badge, which I mentioned before. It was one that I really wanted, and I didn't realize it at the time. But, yeah, got it now, baby. And I decided to go to Merlo and buy the Feelin' Fine badge with the small amount of star pieces actually I have left. I really didn't have much of a choice. I wanted to get like a couple others, but you know, stuff happens. Alright, so now we're going to go into a crazy mini side quest, which is excessively long, but thanks to the magic of video editing, it's a lot shorter than it actually would be if we were, you know, actually watching it in real time. So it starts with Parakarry delivering the letter to Goompapa. Goompapa. And then he in turn gives you a letter to give to this toad named Musty. Amazing name. This guy needs to take a shower, if I would imagine by his name. And then after you give the letter to Musty, then he starts telling you about some stuff. You know, like he'd like to get together and do some fishing with some buds. And he in turn gives you a letter as well. This one is addressed to Koover at the entrance of Koopa Village. Also found me another star piece. And here's Koover. So yeah, like I said, it's a gigantic chain letter quest. Like, you could basically call it that. It's a chain letter quest. Boy, I remember the days when chain letters were actually physical letters and not letters that you would email to people or post on other people's YouTube accounts. And the fear that, you know, like if you didn't post this to 20 people, your YouTube account would get deleted. Because this is a message from the YouTube administration. All accounts that haven't posted this by December 21st, 2012 will have their accounts deleted. You know, like that silly nonsense. These are the Goomba Bros. That was the Goomba King. That guy was really simple. I don't know who he thought he was with his red and white pantalones, but he wasn't very cool at all. So now from Koover we go to this guy. I forget what his name is. Fishmail. That's it. Fishmail. And this weird guy that had that problem with the what was that guy's name? Now I gotta look it up. The Fuzzipede. And so yeah, so now we're getting all these guys together, you know, through chain letters. You know, they're grouping together with mail, and they want to get together for some fishing. Good old fishing. That reminds me of about the Fuzzipede. I don't remember if I mentioned this in the last part. I meant to though. About how, like, first of all, the albino dinos had coding in the game for actual enemies. Apparently, the Fuzzipede had tattle information, but didn't... what was it? Goombario is unable to tattle Fuzzipede, but the information is still present in the game. And for his tattle, it says he's a Fuzzipede. What a weird little creature. People use Fuzzipedes as fish bait, but they often manage to cut the line. He's pretty robust for such a little guy. I have to agree, he was a pretty robust little guy. So then we went to Mr. E in the Dry Outpost. Get it? Mr. E, Mystery. Very clever name. And then from him, we get this letter to this random lady in Toad Town. And, you know, it's cool stuff, I guess. She's part of the super popular I Think I'm Better Than All of You trio. And then from her, we go to the shop owner in the Dry Outpost. First, though, apparently I had to do some stuff with shopping-related things. Am I gonna sell that? You know, we're gonna think about it. This is important. Oh, wait, no, we're looking away. You know, honestly, I have so many Whack-as bumps, and by this point, I haven't used any of them, or I think I used one so far. I probably could have sold like 3 or 4 of them, you know. Probably would have still been pretty good off, and then, you know, had some extra space in my inventory. from one of my regulars. Yeah, that's her. That's the lady. Desert lemon and limes. You make juice with those things and good stuff. All right, so now he has a letter for me. Here's a big surprise. To Frankie in the Booze Mansion. Okay, bye. Yeah, we're done here, yes. What happened? I don't even know. Oh, that's right. So I decided to sell that shooting star so that I can get a little extra money. Aside from the fact there's a hidden star piece. Oops, forgot to do something. Now that I have 50 coins, I decided to refresh Merle's super magic. Yay! See, that shooting star money that I invested in definitely came in handy, because then I had enough for Merle. Alrighty then, here's your letter, crazy weirdo, freaky boo guy. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, this is where it gets strange. So he wants me to deliver a letter to a Toad child in Toad Town. Thanks, Abu. Why? This is getting very inappropriate. Hey, finding all sorts of star pieces all over the place thanks to this crazy side quest. So here's the little guy, this little red toad, and his name is Dainty. Just imagine that name when he grows up. Man, everybody's gonna call him a very effeminate toad. Dainty. Let's ask that Yoshi kid from the Yoshi Village. Oh yeah, just make me go to the Yoshi Village, thanks. Well, at least we have that crazy pipe in the underground to get us there faster. Came to hang back with the 5. Yes, I love the 5. The 5 Yoshi kids that made me go everywhere to help them. Thanks, I wonder what it is. Alright. So now we're talking to this Yoshi kid, and now amazingly, he wants to talk back to the Toad kid, so. Deliver the letter to the Toad kid that sent this letter to me, please. Okay, sure. You know, I never did the Little Oinks thing in the background. I don't really like the Little Oinks. They're not really that great. And if I look them up, I'll explain why. Basically, what you have to do is you have to hit that little lever on the front. And you pay 10 coins, and a Little Oink egg will come out. And it'll pop down on that platform over there in front of it. And then you hit it with a hammer, and then a Little Oink comes out. Now, basically what you have to do is you have to buy 10 Little Oinks and fill up the little farm there. Once you get to 10, any other Little Oinks that you accrue will, the very last of which, the very earliest one that was in the barn will run away and leave behind an item. I know, I'm terrible at explaining these things. Once that happens, you can go inside the barn and pick up the item, but once you do, all of the other Little Oinks in the barn will run away. So basically, you're paying, at the very least, 110 coins for an item. What color are Luigi's pants? Brown. Alright. So we went to that other guy in Starborn Valley, gave him a crazy letter. And now he's got a letter for us for Goompapa. Interesting. Also, for the Little Oinks, the rarest things that you can get is a Jam and Jelly and an Ultra Shroom. So, there you go. 110 coins worth. Yay. That's only if it's the very first one. Anyway, so now that we're all the way back here where we started with Goompapa, instead of giving us a letter, he gives me something much better. It's the Lucky Day Badge, which is better than the Pretty Lucky Badge because it has a higher chance of making enemies fail to attack Mario, which is awesome! So now I'm gonna be getting even luckier. Yeah. So that's it for this part of the Paper Mario playthrough. Join me in part 28, where we'll be getting back to some more action. Everybody likes action. See you all next time.